My heart is sad and lonely.
Yo.
I have for I have.
I'm so excited to be starting off this first episode of Jas In Business with a company called Begonia Bakehouse. They specialize in Tres Leches cakes at the moment, and I absolutely love Tres Leches in all forms. So today I'm starting out by trying two of their flavors, their cereal milk Tres Leches and their masala chai Tres Leches. In Starbucks they have a drink called chai tea latte, and that is one of my favorite drinks as well when I go to Starbucks. And when I saw that they had a masala chai flavor, I just couldn't believe it. I needed to try it. So these are their wonderful products, and I've already taken slices out of the cake boxes. I can already see that these cakes are going to be amazing because they're so full of those different types of milk, and it comes in a very nice looking bag with their design on it. And with the cereal milk Tres Leches, they give you an extra pack of cereal to go with your cake. So we are going to try these today, and I'm so excited because I seriously love Tres Leches. I've been looking for really good ones, and so far I have found good ones, but this is the first time I'm trying this. So thank you, Begonia Bakehouse, for providing such wonderful cakes. I'm starting off with the masala chai because I love masala chai. It is topped with a thick layer of creamy goodness, and it is very soft. Let's try this. Definitely tastes like the chai tea latte that I love. You really get the flavors of the spices that they use in masala chai, and it kind of has like a warm feeling in your mouth when you have it, but it balances out so well with the cream on top. It's soaked so well in with the milk, but it's not to the point where the cake is soggy. It's just right. Next, we're going to try the cereal milk Tres Leches. There's cornflakes already on top of the cake, but you can add more if you would like. They provide it for you. So let's dig into this. They also have a classic flavor if you're more into the classics, but I wanted to try their other flavors because I've never tried other types of Tres Leches. Cereal milk Tres Leches. That is amazing. It kind of has like a hint of a salty flavor to it with the sweet, and it mixes in really well. And then having that extra crunch of the cornflakes just really makes it extra special. Very light, very fluffy cake, and it has a light flavor as well, so it's not too rich, it's just right. These are the products of Begonia Bakehouse. If you're interested in trying out their wonderful cakes, they also deliver around Metro Manila. Make sure to check them out on their Instagram page, Begonia Bakehouse, and you can order from them anytime. After having these cakes, I definitely want to know how they came up with this business. And so we have that privilege of talking to Begonia Bakehouse and finding out more about their business and how they came about. So keep watching to find out how these goodies came to be. Hello, today we are here with Miss Gianina and Miss Annika from Begonia Bakehouse. We're going to start off with your introduction and finding out more about yourselves, and just tell us a bit about your background.
So I'm Gianina.
And I'm Annika.
I'm 25 years old, right?
I'm 23.
Not that far apart in age. We're pretty close in age. Ever since we were younger, we would join our mom in the kitchen. Baking.
Yeah, she loves to bake, cook, so she'd always call us and like ask us for help. And the best part was like licking the spatula, everything. So I think that's where our love for baking started.
That's amazing.
Yeah, then we also recently just graduated from college. She graduated 2 years ago. I graduated last year. And we went to school in Vancouver.
Wow.
So while we were there, We did a lots of baking,
Yeah,
lots
we
of
cook
cooking.
for ourselves,
Mhm.
bake for ourselves, clean up after ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's also where a lot of our training, I guess you could say, came from. We know how to work in the kitchen, I guess.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. So how did Begonia Bakehouse come to be? Like, was it just established this year?
Last year,
Yeah,
November.
last November, we started selling Yama bars, but we weren't branded as Begonia Bakehouse yet. Like, we just had Yama bars to offer, so we were like, we didn't think of a name yet, so we just named ourselves Yama bars.
Oh.
In November, and then we sold some like until January of this year, and then COVID happened, and we were like, let's continue selling Yama bars with other stuff. So that's when we started thinking of a new brand, and Begonia
Awesome.
Bakehouse.
So can you tell us more about your products and how these flavors and products were inspired? I know you have 3 different addicting flavors.
Well, our first product was yam bars. And then we started selling sticky date buns, or what's also known as sticky date pudding,
Oh, I love that.
with toffee sauce.
Yes.
So we started with that. And then we came up with our Tres Leches. So
Okay.
we have the classic Tres Leches, the cereal milk Tres Leches, and the chai Tres Leches, or the masala chai Tres Leches.
Yes.
So they're all sponge cakes soaked in our 3 milk soak. And then the cereal milk has its own special soak of like, we like to describe it as like the bottom of your cereal bowl. And then the masala chai, we love drinking chai tea, or like masala chai tea. And we thought it would be such a good idea to just like add it to the soak of the milk, of the cake. So, and then we top it with cinnamon and everything.
Actually, the masala chai tea is one of my favorite Starbucks drinks. So when I saw it and you described it as, your favorite Starbucks drink, I was like, that is for me.
I think that was like my gateway drink to Starbucks.
Awesome.
Wraps were like filled with calories.
Yeah.
You're like, chai tea.
Yeah. It's very unique as well because I haven't seen that. I'm a huge fan of Tres Leches, so when I saw that, I was like, that's very unique. So what is your best seller out of all your products?
That's always a hard question. Because we actually tally up all our orders. But I would say it's always a close tie between our classic Tres Leches and our cereal. It's funny because it's always a tie. Like
every week it's like, how many orders of classic? It's the same as the cereal.
I must say, like, we have like a pretty dedicated following of our classic Tres Leches. Like the ones who read the classic Tres Leches.
Yeah, they always come back for more.
And so what are some of the challenges then that you face doing business and maybe in your day-to-day tasks?
A challenge for me was separating like the baking life and home life, which I feel like everyone nowadays has the same problem, like work life, home life. So what we try to do is we used to like take orders, like as people ordered, but we now dedicated like separate days to take orders and to bake. For our baking days are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Unless like otherwise stated. Because ever since we set that like strict schedule, we're able to like have 3 days for ourselves.
Because before it was really like bake every day.
Yes.
We were like, okay, no.
And that's great. Like work-life balance is very important as well. What are the best parts of running your business then?
Baking with my sister.
And we love Taylor Swift. So she just released a new album like last month. Like the first thought that came into my head was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to like bake and listen to this on repeat. Like it'll make it even more fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. I think like a main highlight too is our mom always volunteers to help us, and she's a huge help, like huge,
like very supportive. And she's like, wow, I'm so proud of you girls. I'll help you. Can I do this?
Yeah. So that for me is the funnest part, like spending time with my sisters and my mom. And then like my dad popping in.
And of course, hearing people's reviews and like saying that it made their day or that was very good. It's just nice and heartwarming to hear other people's reviews.
Actually, that is That is such a highlight.
Yeah,
Like it really
just
makes
getting feedback after we send one of our products out. It's just like makes you feel so warm inside.
it really makes my day. Also to deal with like the delivery guys, like the riders and the couriers, and like asking them like, oh, what's your route now? Or like, and then they ask like, what's this? Yeah, there are actually so many highlights. It's hard to like pinpoint one.
Yeah.
It's been really good. And like, especially when we've had like several, let's say, doctors or nurses order from us, and we always like write little notes thanking them, frontliners.
That's
because,
great.
Like, an amazing job, and it's the least we can do. Yeah, it's really so many highlights.
Yeah, that is really inspiring. Having to serve people like good food or good services, you're making the world a better place, really, bit by bit. So are you planning to add more products to your line? Any new flavors, or if you're able to share with us, or is that a secret?
This is so timely actually, because we do have 2 new flavors for our Tres Leches, which we've been
Very excited.
about.
It's, you can say it.
Okay, I'll say mine, and then you can say yours. So my favorite, and the one I was working on, is the strawberry matcha Tres Leches.
Ooh.
So we came up with like a matcha soak. And like we've seen other people do the matcha Tres Leches thing, but we wanted to make it different. And it's sort of inspired by our favorite and the famed boba guys.
Okay.
Strawberry matcha drink.
Oh my
So
god.
then strawberry puree on top of the matcha soaked sponge cake.
Wow.
And then came up with a strawberry whip. So we put strawberry whip on top. And then we put sliced strawberries.
Wow.
It's so good.
Oh my
Not only a
god.
color pretty, but
Yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
it's really good.
So one of my favorite desserts is a tiramisu, and I just love like the very soaked tiramisu. So what we did, we added some coffee and a little bit of rum to our milk soak, and then topped that with our whipped cream, and then put some cocoa powder, like shaved chocolate on top, and it's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Mascarpone in
Oh,
it,
right.
so it's like a mascarpone whip.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
Finished it in like 2 days.
Oh, trust me. I mean, the cereal milk one here in this house, it was done like as soon as we got it.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, it's really good. But I will try the classic soon, and your upcoming flavors. And just to end this wonderful interview with you guys, what advice can you give entrepreneurs or someone who's aspiring to have a business like yours?
So at first I was like, I don't have any advice to give because our background is so different from like anything business like I studied art history in school.
Oh, wow.
I studied English literature.
Yeah, so we're like the farthest thing away from business. But yet we ended up here. I was thinking like one of the difficulties like I encountered through this whole experience is it's so hard for me to say no. Like getting orders probably like the day before and like, hi, can I order this? And I'm like, I really want to say yes. Like I genuinely want to give you the cake, but it's just physically impossible for me to like bake it at like 12 midnight and like have it ready for you. So I like give them the best next date and everything. I'm like, Annika, I want to get out of bed and like bake it for them. And Annika always grounds me and reminds me like, no, we have a limit for ourselves and our bodies and what we can do.
Yeah.
So my advice would be like find a good partner, find a good business partner who will balance you out, remind you to say no, remind you to put a sticker or a label on the sheet or whatever. It just keeps me grounded and like, you know, have a really good business partner. Like your sister.
My heart is melting right now. I've the sisterly love here is just like shining out through this screen.
And we're missing one more sister, who's also a big part of us, our baby sister Carla, who's not so much a baby. She's already She's a baby to us.
Aw.
And she started online school, so that's why she can't join us today.
I just want to tell the viewers that Begonia Bakehouse's products are also available for delivery around Metro Manila.
Yes, or fill up a form. Visit our Instagram.
At Begonia Bakehouse. Everything there. Just send us a message.
Awesome. And thank you guys so much for this wonderful interview. It was great meeting you.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jen.
Is sad and lonely.
Yo.